blues. Well, I know you sort of waved over the country. Would blues being your favourite, or funk, or?
Well, I wouldn't say a favourite. You know.
Yeah, but who influenced you?
You know, I suppose the best. Well, I suppose at the beginning, I suppose the three. You know, well, the Beatles, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's probably not. You know, it goes without saying. You know, and then, well, the three guys probably. You know, from between. Well, actually four: Springsteen, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Van Morrison. You know, that kind of thing. You know. Roy Orbison, Ray Charles, then Bob Marley, of course, as well. You know, even James Brown. You know,
There's one you didn't mention, but I always thought you sound like him. It's James Taylor.
James Taylor, yeah. Well, I love James Taylor.
And I always thought that when I asked you this question, you were going to mention James Taylor.
But funny, it's only lately that I start. You know, was let's get into more of James Taylor. You know.
No, he's very, very good.
Oh, he's brilliant.
But I remember meeting a friend of yours a few years ago. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, Hal Ketchum.
Yeah, that's right,
and I remember we were interviewing him for the radio. Myself and Porrick Quigley were down, and he just says, you probably know a friend of mine. He says, Ben Reel. And he says, you know Ben? Oh, yeah, he says, good. And then I heard that when you were at his gigs, he called you up.
Yeah, we just met off chance one night. He had a night off. We were playing a gig in Marrowfelt, town and country in Marrowfelt. And he came in and he got up at the band and sung with us. Then the next day he was playing at the Helix in Dublin, and he invited me up on stage for him, you know. Yeah, he's a lovely man. He was cool dude.
Cool. So
yeah, it's very sad, you know.
He invited myself and Porrick over to, he had a license for a tomahawk throwing he said in his land. And he says, I'd love to invite you over. Ireland can play American tomahawk throwing.
Tomahawk throwing?
Yeah, he has the license for it. You have to. It's a big round piece of wood on a tree, and you have to throw the tomahawk.
Right.
I said, if you hang on here of a Saturday night, we could do the whole lot in one. But I remember
it's kind of an old Indian thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an Indian, but you have to have a license for it.
Right, jeez.
Yeah, oh, he's very, very, very into. He taught a lot of you.
Yeah,
you know.
He was he's kind of a very impressive man to meet.
Yeah,
he was
very,
you know, cool dude.
He's cool, and he's not no airs or graces. Just
I think just after that time that I met him, I think he that's the time he was just after getting multiple sclerosis was kicking in.
And sick then.
And I think he had a lot of personal problems as well. But it was sad. It's a pity I didn't get the chance to meet him again, because I went over to Nashville a few times and was inquiring about him. But people had said that he hadn't been well and stuff, you know.
And I remember talking to him about Mick Hanley.
Yeah.
And he was doing something in Dublin, and he says, I was just walking down past the dressing rooms and I heard this guy playing. And then I said, who wrote that song? He says, I did. And it was Past the Point of Rescue.
Wow.
And then he recorded it from then.
No, sure. That made Mick Hanley.
Oh, made Mick brilliantly.
Give a nice little retirement.